It's another weekend, and we are glad to have you join us. This is Enterprise Weekend, reaching you from Enterprise Television. I am Henry Igwibiki.
And I'm Choma Okohe.
All right, we'll be kicking off today. First, looking into all that we have on our newspaper headline. And right after that will be our main conversation also for today. But please do well to be part of our community. Have a say in what we say. You can always find and reach us at enterprisetvnews.com. You may like, comment, and follow us on all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. Today in the studio we have
Shadainde Peters. He is a public affairs commentator, and he also have a little or more knowledge, vast experience in the finance world. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Mr. Peters.
Good morning, guys.
Thank you so very much for your time. We really do appreciate it. So let's kick start today with the first paper on our desk. And it's coming from the Vanguard newspaper.
Yes, so we're starting with the Vanguard newspaper.
We have on the top strip here, Judiciary disenfranchising Nigeria. Action aid cites the Plateau Lawan Atiku Obi Edo's case.
Okay, moving on the bottom strip, we have, should I say, a funny but quite interesting headline there. Don't Jagba CBN build an economy where everybody can thrive. Cardoso begged Nigerians.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. We still have Southeast, black spots where gunmen reign while security forces focus on extortion revealed. Okay,
moving on, on the front page, and still the big story, Tinubu's tax reform will destroy the North. That is coming from Governor Zulum. And we have about two writers to that particular story. We may not be able to pay salaries if bills are passed, says some southwest, southeast states may also have problems.
All right, but let's get to our talking point for today. Lagos 2027 Goba race. Opposition mounts against Seyi, Tinubu and Obasa. Yes, that's what we're talking about today, Mr. Peters. We are less than 2 years to the end of the first 4 years that we have. Already we're speaking about 2027. Let's even start from there before we even talk about who takes over the seat. Do you think the first 2.5 years, are we close to 2.5 years?
No, we just done a year now.
A year and a half, yes. So what do you think it's the rating like before we even talk about who takes the seat of government 2027? For governorship, that is.
In Lagos State?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. For Lagos State, everybody knows, the whole country knows, Lagos is like the flagship state for all others. A whole lot of things are against Lagos. Lagos is like the melting point where everybody comes. Lagos has a population of between 15 and 20 million, nobody knows. And a very small landmass, one of the smallest states in the country. But the managers of Lagos have tried their best in terms of managing the people. If you collect almost same revenue as maybe Rivers, maybe Kaduna, and you are able to generate IGR that will cover your cost, that you are able to create metro lines, do new roads, provide security vehicles for people, new things you see in Lagos State. If you have been able to do that, then at least we should give you an above average mark.
Really, as compared to other cities of the same age?
No,
like Lagos,
it's not about
across Africa.
It's not about age most times. It's about resources that are available to you. You need to, if you look at age, there are some cities that are older than Lagos, but where are they today? You have a whole lot of them, Accra, Lome, and Co. Lagos is way ahead. In fact, if Lagos were to be a country on its own, Lagos would be like the top 5 in Africa, one of the top 5 in Africa. You see, because the ease at which people move in and out of Lagos, it takes a responsible government to be able to manage, not at the best of it, but you see, they've created BRT, boats, everything, just to make sure that this population, as they are coming and going, everybody finds its own level. In the evening, you see security. In the daytime, you see car, you see last mile, you see. It's a challenging job. If you want to know, just take some states that collect almost same revenue. But at the end of the day, you see close to nothing. Close to nothing done. The governors always tell you, I don't have ports like Lagos, I don't do. So the little you have, what have you been able to do? Lagos can be better. Yes, I agree with you. But if we look at what the government has done, vis-a-vis what has happened in all other states in the Federation, you still give kudos, at least maybe a 50-55% to any governor who had run Lagos. And it's because they have this template whereby even if you are a fool, once you come there and you see the blueprint, you don't have any choice than to keep following. It's just like a US-run economy. There's nothing new Trump wants to come and do, aside in terms of immigration, in terms of health, and every other thing. It's done already. He can't come there and just suddenly change everything. No, it doesn't work.
Okay, talking about now the opposition for the Guba race come 2027.
Yes.
Are we going to say Seyi Tinubu, who we've never heard be in the political space, all of a sudden is he sitting on the shoulders of his father as the president, and now he is wanting to come out for governor come 2027?
Yeah, for the candidacy of Seyi Tinubu, he is entitled to, he's a Nigerian, he's a Lagosian, he's entitled to come out and vote. But the main thing there is he has not even himself come out to say, me, Seyi Tinubu, I want to run. I will toe the line of Joe Igbokwe and said, you guys flying this ticket, you just want to discredit his father.
Oh,
You are using, yes, Joe Igbokwe spoke. You want to make people think that this man is trying to replicate himself. That the boy has not even said he's not coming out to do anything. Stop flying his ticket and stop trying to make it look as if some guys just met somewhere in Imo State and said they pass vote of confidence on him if you go and run as governor of Lagos State. Who are they? Check, most of them, they are not even Lagosians. So to be sincere to you, I really do not want to do much. It's still a very long time. I know that there's nothing wrong in him if he says, I want to come and contest.
True.
It's just that there'll be a very big hurdle for him to say you want to. And the way Lagos politics is done, I personally don't think Seyi will be the candidate.
with his
That's
father,
the father,
who has always
that
been
even the
kingmaker.
father will want to put down
To bless,
at
to
this-
anoint.
at this point in time. I would doubt that, because
Okay.
it's been a long journey. A whole lot too happened in Lagos State in terms of religion, where you come from. You
Ethnicity.
see, initially when it was Bola Tinubu as a Muslim, did 8 years, Fashola as a Muslim did 8 years, then the Christians were like, no, we need to be there. They had that body for 4 years and some will do for 8 years. So now, most probably it will be a Muslim
Definitely.
that they will be looking to shop for. And there are quite a lot of
A long list of
even the deputy governor,
Yeah,
as we
Hamzat.
speak.
Yeah.
He's also so it's just been quiet because almost all of them, they know it is not time
Yes.
to begin to say all these ones. But you see, the people that are flying Seyi's tickets, maybe they are just drumming up support so that at the end of the day, when it is 2025, 26, it will look clearer. The guy can say, okay, really I want to do or I don't want to do. But they must start something, or maybe they are just doing job for the boys. They're just looking for money, looking for how to get money from people who are donating to this cause, donating to the, whereas the guy has not even sent them anything. So you can never see, because he himself has not even come out to say, I want to contest.
Very, very true.
Thank you so much.
Very true. All right, so let's look to the Punch today.
Yes.
And we have on the bottom strip here how Lagos violates street sweepers' rights to minimum wage.
Okay, moving on the top strip, we have Reps Caucus meet as more lawmakers back Tinubu's tax bill. Details are on page 7.
And also we have here on the bottom strip also, I am scared of returning home. Nigeria's failed healthcare system killed my mom. And that's coming from a US-based Nigerian businesswoman.
Okay, moving on, still on the top strip, ECBA not bailable. Followers declare United States of Biafra in Finland.
And also we have real reason I demanded 1 million naira from rapist policeman. And that's coming from the dismissed female inspector who, in the process of trying to, bring to book someone who committed the crime, herself equally committed the crime. Very unfortunate, still in the Nigerian police force.
Still on, let me remain on the bottom strip. The Lagos mom as Apex Court or Appeal Court frees doctor accused of raping wife's niece.
Whoa, really? Mr. Peters, I want to believe you follow this case.
I think I remember that case. The
Kate Henshaw followed it up and all of that.
That molested the wives, and it became a big news then. I think it was the wife that reported or something.
Yeah, the wife, yes.
So that's appeal court now.
Yes, appeal court.
And they can still proceed to the Supreme Court.
But he's free, isn't it? That's what it's been said here. So don't you think?
Yes, once it's appeal court, if the case can get to the Supreme Court, they can still appeal at the Supreme Court and get judgment. If you see, the problem with the justice system in Nigeria is diligent prosecution and evidence. You see, he who alleges must prove. If you say, I've raped somebody, and I say, no, I did not rape this person, it is left to you that who have alleged that I raped this person to prove. One of the most difficult things to do is to prove cases like rape. Even if you are innocent. If a lady walks up to us now and say, Peters, you had once molested me, before everybody will believe me, they will first believe her. Even though if I don't even know her. But for her to come to me, they will say, why is it you, the case she came to? Why not there? Yes. So everybody will first believe that I am guilty. It is not as if, that is why when you see in the law court, when these justices are giving their judgment, they will never say you are innocent. They will only say you are declared not guilty. The reason being that they are not sure. It is based on the evidence in front of them that they are giving their judgment. So maybe the prosecution now has refused to give enough evidences to the appeal court judges, and they cannot manufacture judgments, and they don't work on sentiment. It's a woman raped her daughter, this one, that one. They will like, come, with everything in front of me, you guys are not ready. I'll give my judgment so date. Without evidence, I'll give my judgment. And they have done so. So sometimes when people blame the judiciary, I wonder, if you don't bring enough evidence for your prosecution, I wonder what you want them to do, to manufacture results or what? So you need to look at that, read the judgment of the appeal court. Let us see what is inside it before we can begin to conclude and react on sentiments here. So, unfortunately, if actually the man had raped the lady, but if he had not, that is justice for him. Okay,
thank you, Mr. Peter. Before we get into the next paper, let's quickly look at this. Reps caucus meets as more lawmakers back Tinubu's tax bill. Now, I think there is a divided house. Some persons want the tax bill, some persons feel the tax bill would actually not help them in maybe doing enough job in their local governments or in their state and paying off workers and everything. So what is your reaction to this? Now they have a divided house.
For the tax bill, I feel it's a must-have. If you look at everything in the tax bill, even the summary, that Oyedele was explaining, it is not right for people to make calls all over the country. And it is Lagos that gets the credit because the head office of MTN, Glo, and Co is in Lagos. That is what is currently happening. That even in this tax bill, it is Lagos that will suffer the most. MTN is the highest VAT-paying institution in Nigeria. And they pay their VAT in Lagos because their head office is in Lagos. What we want to do now is anywhere, it is consumption. Anywhere that transaction is consummated, if it is in Play 2 people will get the VAT. Just give us the data. If it is in Akwa Ibom, they will get the VAT. Same for all this. It's not right for people to consume Coca-Cola. And because your head office is in Lagos, Agidingbi here, Lagos gets the VAT? No.
Well, as simple as your explanation is, why do you think the northern part of Nigeria, the government
because
are opposing
that is one side of the VAT bill. The other side of the VAT bill, let me explain. There are some products that will be VAT exempted now. Food products, pharmaceuticals, educational products, they'll be VAT exempted. If you earn less than $1 million in a year, you won't pay PAYE anymore. You cannot be taxing the poor. So all those benefits are what they are saying. But the problem there now is the more companies you have in your state, the more VAT that comes to you. The North, rather than invest in industries and a whole lot of things. What were they busy doing all the years that they held sway? High-level insecurity. Most of the companies in the north are not even well registered. They just open one place, call it a name, and begin to run. So they are not even contributing to the VAT net. So, and if you are not contributing 70, go to Zamfara, nothing happening. Go to Katsina, nothing happening.
Very true.
So where are you going to get the VAT? That is because the current formula, what happens is that they first bring it and say, okay, this is the whole VAT, and 20% of this VAT, will share it equally. The next 20% we share based on population. The other ones, they use different parameter. So they are saying, sorry, this formula is no longer working. When we first look at equality, maybe we'll bring it down to 10%. All of us will share the 10% to balance. But the next will now be derivation, consumption. How many people made calls in your state? How many people were doing business that are actually vatable? If it happened in Lagos, then let's give it to Lagos. If it happened in Enugu, let's give it to Enugu. If it happened in Zamfara, let's give it to Zamfara. So it is what you do that you will eat. So that is the bone of contention. The North believes that, go read about what some senators are saying, what some northern elders who are objective are saying that, come. When we were shouting education, 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 you guys left it.
Wow.
Now, it is coming to your face that just during this week, the Supreme Court passed a law on national lottery. That it is states that should be the one to control lottery and do all the charges. That it is not National Lottery Commission. The National Lottery Commission can only control lottery in Abuja. FCT. You cannot in any other state.
Wow.
So states that permit lottery will get more money. What you work in your state is what you will hit. Not that you will work here, they go share the money elsewhere. So it prevents laziness. It allows those governors to create the right environment and bring in investors. Yes, please come. The more you are with me, the more you are with me, the more VAT I get, the more life comes into. But you see that status quo of whether I do or I don't do, at least money will come.
Grants will come from
That exactly is the bone of contention. That is where they are running from. But I don't think they should. The North is blessed. You need to see the resources the North has. The North is blessed. Even in human resources, the North is blessed.
Now,
but the problem is, they still want this whole system of life whereby you begin to live on others. It doesn't work. It can't continue forever.
Okay, now, do you think this particular law would actually influence, maybe an influence, because a lot of persons have actually migrated from the north, some persons actually. Now, do you think this would actually make a lot of persons want to go back to the north, start a business, despite the insecurity? No,
you see, it is what you offer. Why do people come to Lagos most time? You find that Lagos is urban.
Yes.
If you come to Lagos, even if you don't have that regular job, there's always one job or the other to do.
Yes, true.
It might not befit your status, but there's always something to do. If you have 1,000 naira, you can eat in Lagos. If you don't have house in Lagos, you can sleep somewhere in a church or in a garage or somewhere. Lagos will give you BRT, they will give you security, they will give you a whole lot to offer. So all these other states too, the only way you can attract investment is when you begin to dangle into people. Now, if you go to Osun State, the security is perfect. If you go to Anambra, Governor Soludo has been able to let us go to work on Mondays. This is happening here. In fact, if you come and invest in Onitsha, it's tax-free. You will not pay anything. Just come there. So he knows that even if I don't collect tax from these people, VAT will come in from somewhere.
Employment
will come in from somewhere. Their purchasing power will increase. And the more you buy, you see, the whole idea is to increase investment so that people will buy more. The more people buy, the more service they consume, the more your VAT on those goods and services. So that is how economies thrive here and there. Attract people. That is why you see in the states in the US, their wages are different. You can get here, this one is $15 per hour. This one will say, come, I'll give you $20 per hour. This one, so, but wherever they are giving you $30, $40 per hour, be sure that the rent there is higher than the one that is giving you. So everything will balance. So that is what that tax bill is trying to look at. Make sure the poor don't suffer. All these our goods and services before they remove tax on them. But you see, the only opposition I could see Senator Aline Dume coming up with is that all these companies that you want to increase their tax, once you increase their tax, they will also increase the price of goods and services.
It will trickle down to everyone.
Everything will be expensive. He's not looking at so many other things. The government has said, this tax is not trying to increase anything. We are trying to bring in more people to pay tax rather than increase tax rates. So allow us to bring more people to pay.
True.
That's
very true. I would have wished we take on more newspapers, but that's just about the time that we have. And of course, while we see this, it's so unfortunate that the National Orientation Agency, whose responsibility is to educate Nigerians on some of these things, are not doing it.
And they are not doing it. Not just Nigerians, some of our leaders don't even know what they are.
Honestly, like some of these things that we talked about here, a lot of people who do not know.
Never read the bill.
They need to be
So
educated.
they just react without reading. They don't even want to hear it. As long as they don't like it, they don't like it.
All right, that's just about the size of our segment for today. Thank you so very much, Peter, for hanging out. Thank you. We do appreciate you. All right.
When we return, NNPC refutes claim of selling old petroleum stock from Port Harcourt refinery. That is our topic of discussion. We'll be right back. So stay with us.